or in some ways, are you relieved that that it may finally be over, though?
Look, I'm relieved it's over, certainly. I would never say that I would want him to get life just to spare the issue of appeals. I believe the death penalty is a moral punishment, and I think it says something about our society when we seek it and when we impose it. I do think that, however this case ended, clearly you want it over, right? We've been through 3 trials. We've convinced 36 jurors that Mauricio Torres is guilty of capital murder. We have convinced 21 of 24 jurors that he deserves the death penalty. So at some point, the law of big numbers says you're going to get a couple of jurors who may be, an issue when they get to the sentencing phase. And I think that's what happened here. For me, though, I look back at the case. I think it was tried well. I don't know that I would make any decisions differently. We're looking at the juror panels as they come up, and I believe we exercised our strikes the way we had to. So I am relieved it's over. For me, and I do want to appreciate the jury. I know it was a difficult case for them to hear and sit through, so I'm certainly appreciative of them doing it. For me personally, this has always been about what I know about Mauricio Torres. Mauricio Torres and Kathy Torres are not the same, not by any stretch of the imagination. The abuse and the torment inflicted on his son by Mauricio Torres, in my opinion, clearly merits the death penalty. So it's one thing for a jury to say we can't unanimously agree that he deserves the death penalty. It would be another for me to gift him a life sentence. I was never.
Kind of, if you can walk us through the next steps for Torres before he enters, whatever prison he'll end up in.
Well, he's certainly got a right to appeal. I think the record is very clean, and so I don't anticipate any trouble on appeal. I think his conviction will be affirmed if he even appeals it.
And do we know where he'll be incarcerated yet?
That's up to the Department of Correction, and so he'll be wherever they send him. But look, justice for Isaiah Torres is always going to be, and was always going to be, something true justice that will be when Mauricio Torres. Because look, the court system is full of good people who try their best, but we're human beings. We're imperfect. All of us are. But justice for Mauricio Torres was always going to be, and I believe always will be, when he stands before his ultimate judge, and he will be judged.